Good evening, good morning, good night, you lovelies. It is the one, the only Cappy D Bar, and we are here to get to some wrestling. All right, a little bit of wrestling. All right, hope all of you are having a great one whenever you are catching this, however you are catching this. All right, the world is in a little bit of disarray, but we are here to talk about some sports. All right, let's fucking get into it. Couple of small housekeepings. The Bears are going to the NFC. Like the Bears are going to the NFC Championship. Crazy. So that's going to be something to marvel at. Also, the Jaguars and the Eagles have just been eliminated as of last night, or maybe 2 nights ago. Hate to see it, but tis what it is. Am I right? It is what it is. We're going to be getting right into January's 10th AEW's Collision. All right, very quick review. Not gonna lie, a lot didn't happen for this a lot didn't happen for this show, but there was a couple of really okay matches that I think definitely deserve shine. All right, I'm a couple of days behind, but that's only because I am going to be interloping some Federation news. All right, so if you want to get some Fed news, stick around for the end. It's not going to be a full review. It's more going to be like just me kind of ranting and roasting that fucking show because it's doo-doo. All right, let's get into Collision. All right, collide. All right, let's get into Collision where the wrestlers collide. Okay, we get the Death Riders and Yuta Wheeler Yuta Wheeler. We get the Death Riders and Yuta Wheeler, Pac, and Danny Garcia versus Skyflight. Now, honestly, I'm gonna be fair. I skimmed through this match. This was on my DVR, as many of you know. 21st century. What can I say? This match, though, it really is a really great showing for the Death Riders. I mean, Daniel Garcia, he is getting sharper in that ring. I keep forgetting this guy's name. I don't know if it's Dwayne Reed. I don't think that's his name. But the light-skinned brother for Skyflight, he had a great match with Shelton Benjamin. Pretty okay couple of minutes that he has in this ring. He missed a spot that went like semi-viral on Twitter. I didn't catch it because again I was skimming it. I knew the outcome, but we got other shit to get to, right? But fun match. It was a really fun match overall. I really liked the idea of I really like the start. I really like the psychology going into this match. Daniel Garcia and Pac are just playing into their more like ruthless tendencies. Yuta obviously being like a sniveling little heel. It works for all the right reasons. You got John Moxley on the comms. At the end of this match, he eventually says about Megan Bayne after she takes out Zeta Steel. Zeta Steel was trying to buck up at Marina Shafir. That didn't go well, right? Because there's a mega problems. Marina Shafir eventually feeds Zeta Steel to Megan Bayne. This allows Megan Bayne to hit a ring Liger bomb, obviously, and then this leads to Jonathan Moxley saying, just how awesome and how awesome Megan Bayne and how insane her power is, and just putting her over, and it was good. Solid shit from that. I really also loved, the kind of presentation of the Death Riders. They're just a good heel team. They're a good heel team, and I really do feel like they are getting into this mold of just perfecting their craft. Even though they're kind of supposed to be faces, listen, I don't really know what they're doing. I'm not gonna lie, I don't really know what they're doing, but they're a great heel team, all right? Because going up against Skyflight, they're everything that you would want from a heel. They're everything that you would want from a heel faction and individually heel wrestlers, right? Again, Danny Garcia forming into a great heel. He's still a little rusty in some aspects, but I mean, honestly, he's there. He is there when it comes to just telling the crowd to fuck off. Like even that little thing, right? Like he's actively getting upset that they want him to dance, right? Like they want him to revert himself to a lesser version of himself, and he doesn't want that, right? Leading to his kind of attitude moving forward. I just think it's really simple, and I like it. All right. The next match on the card, all right, that we get is El Khan versus Commander. This was an amazing fucking match. Like, fucking amazing. This shit was excellent. All right. Commander is maybe one of the top 25 luchadors. Commander is easily a top 25 luchador in AEW. Maybe even in AEW, CMML, and AAA. Maybe luchador, period. Like, maybe I genuinely need that shit. Top 25, period, of who's wrestling right now. Commander has an amazing fucking presence, right? He goes in there, and even if he's probably not going to win, he wrestles his fucking heart out. Bro, I swear it's like everybody on this fucking card is like possessed with the spirit of AR Fox. And I mean this shit like in a compliment. It is great fucking wrestling. I mean, but listen, luchador wrestling in and of itself is, it's exciting, it's loud, and it is something that is supposed to, send jolts of electricity through the crowd, and that is exactly what the fuck we get with El Con. I mean, it was an extremely tough Pele kick to fucking end this match, right? The match end also, it had like 2 to 3 false finishes that were damn near like mind breaking. They broke my fucking mind. And I understand the critique of people saying that, the kickouts get to a certain point, but when you look at what we got from these two, oh my god, man, oh, it was great. It was fucking great. And obviously El Con, he ends up picking up the win after a Pele kick, and I think I cannot remember his finisher right now. I believe it's some kind of like it's a rebound off the ropes, and then I want to say it's kind of like a burning hammer, something like a burning hammer he hits. I don't fucking listen. He hits the 5-knuckle shuffle. Who fucking knows what he hits? All right. But he ends up hitting his finisher, putting away Commander, and this doesn't really lead to anything specific, but Commander did try to hit a hologram. Commander did hit a reversal from El Con trying to hit a hologram bomb. So, who knows? Maybe we'll get hologram back on the card sometime soon. I would like to see it. Again, he's very missed, but obviously if you're injured, you're injured. Tis what it is, right? Tis what it is. Next match on the card, okay? We get, Mina Shirakawa versus Lady Frost, or Lady Frosty, maybe, I'm not too sure. Now, listen, my humble opinion, I've only seen a couple of minutes of this Lady Frost, but she is easily one of the most funniest fucking wrestlers I think I've ever seen. Right next to that lady who does the fucking Harriet, right next to that lady who named her finisher the Lariat Tubman. Hilarious. You can't fucking pay for that kind of comedic timing. You know what I mean? Honestly, really simple shit. It's a great match. I mean, honestly, there were times where I thought Lady Frost was going to go over because Mina Shirakawa, she bumps heavy. And just looking at this match, I'm just like, bro, we could be getting like Mina Shirakawa versus Julia, like Mina Shirakawa versus Asuka, like Mina Shirakawa versus Kairi Sane, right? And I honestly might just do my own research and try to look for those matches on my own, because what we get now with fucking Mina Shirakawa, I'm not a big fan of. I want her to be in the fucking IWGP women's scene. I want her to go to fucking Stardom, bring that belt onto the fucking AEW, and maybe that's a little like a colonialist, right? Like, I don't want them to fucking like absolutely pillage the fucking New Japan Wrestling for everything that they have, right? But I don't know. Mina Shirakawa, her just being like kind of trapped in the tag division, with her being who the fuck she is in that ring, oh man, it bothers me. It bothers me greatly. But this is an amazing match. It's a great match. It's women's wrestling on fucking it's women's wrestling at the fucking peak of this fucking show. There is no belt, right? There is no flashy little fucking title. It's simply wrestling. It's graps, all right, from two ladies, all right, simply graps from two ladies, all right? Not gonna piss on myself about that. All right. It's simply good grabs from two ladies, all right? I'm not gonna fucking get too pissy about that, all right? So next match we're going to be talking about, okay, is for the TNT Championship. It is The Alchemist, Hechicero, versus We Them Boys, all right? Mark Briscoe. And the shocking thing to me about this match is the fans. It's the crowd. It's purely the crowd. Now, these fine people are still, I believe, in Arlington, Texas, right? Which is awesome until next week, where they're going to be going to Phoenix, Arizona for Maximum Carnage. We're going to be getting a couple of good matches, so I'm here for that. My biggest takeaway from this match is you niggas is crazy for cheering for Hechicero. He goes in that ring and he tortures people. He tortures people. He's like a serial torturer. Niggas are cheering for him. It's crazy. No, but obviously Hechicero has a fucking amazing, great match with Mark Briscoe. Honestly, personally for me, this match moved a little too slow. I mean, I expected just faster pace from Mark Briscoe, because he is the Mark Briscoe, right? He can obviously turn that engine on when he gets going. Hechicero is Hechicero. He doesn't shy away from a pace off, from a kind of from a challenge of the wits, if you will. But I don't know. This match was just a little I don't know. This match. I found myself wishing that the match moved at maybe a different tempo, but obviously for safety reasons, right? I guess this kind of just went the way it went. Obviously, Briscoe, we picked up the W, ending this with a J Driller. For a second, everyone thought that Hechicero was gonna hit a J Driller. That would have been fucking nuts, but obviously didn't happen. I don't know. I didn't hate this match. Definitely compared to the Mina Shirakawa match though. I don't know. Personally. But I really appreciate Briscoe's wrestling just in general. Damn the speed it's in. He's a great fucking performer. As I said, everyone is possessed by the spirit of AR Fox in this fucking show. They are just doing anything that they fucking can to get some fucking, like, they are just doing anything that they are fucking like physically capable of doing. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm popping for it. I am indeed popping for it. Okay. As I stated, we are getting a title reign from Briscoe involving a multiple title runs. This leads into Don Callis, Kyle Fletcher, so maybe this goes in like we are getting a title reign from Mark Briscoe that involves multiple title defenses, so maybe this goes back in with Kyle Fletcher and Don Callis. We kind of seen some friction with that on this show, so there's a lot of things that this can go into realistically, but we just have to read the tea leaves as they come along. All right, next match on the card, all right, we get Chris Statlander and the Babes of Wrath. They go up against Maya World and Hien, along with a lady by the name of Victoria or Vic. It starts with a V. And Viciousness, maybe. She's great. Listen, all the minutes that she got in this ring, she utilized them to her entirety. It was a really nice showing from her. I thought it was interesting that Chris Statlander, she had matching gear with the heels, or the quote-unquote heels. I don't know if they really want to book Maya World as it, because bro, she gets pops. She's great in that. She's phenomenal in that fucking ring. So I don't really know what they're going to be doing with Maya World. But I hope it's something good, because we fuck with Maya World. With Maya World fan club, stand the fuck up. All right, we just had a fucking collaboration event with the Marina Shafir fan club and the Don Callis family. So no, listen. We are forming a union around this bitch. All right, and we will not be stopped. Unlike the late great, all right, Little Jimmy. In a great mood. I was like, oh, this fucking filler match is not gonna be in. But no, this match was pretty fucking fly. I'm not gonna lie. It really reminded me of WoW. All right, women's of wrestling. Great fucking promotion, and this was just a great showing for women's wrestling. All right, again, 2 great women's matches. I really also loved Maya World got a pop. I really liked that Harley Cameron, she hit a sling blade. That was pretty cool. You could see that Harley Cameron, she's obviously she's still getting her footing in the ring, so that is gonna make for a slip up here, a slip up there. But I'm not gonna lie, he and Maya World, even with Chris Statlander and Willow Nightingale, the GOAT, 2-belt Willow. Fuck is you talking about, bro? They obviously know how to kind of just polish up any small smudges in that ring, and it was a really nice match, really great match. The finish, I think this Victoria girl or Vicious, I'm so sorry for butchering their name, they eventually eat the pin from one Chris Stat Daddy, and this leads to a big celebration in the ring. Dun, 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 dun. Fun little time, right? With that, Thekla, she interrupts and says, okay, enough with the love and the happiness. I need shit to get toxic. You guys want to get toxic with me? And she's like 4 apples tall, and she's like quite literally amazing. She's amazing. I'm not gonna lie, I need 1 title defense match from Thekla, and I'm there. Like, honestly, after this Maximum Carnage match, I might get a spider tattoo. Fuck is we hey, I might get branded. What is we talking about? Listen, man, Thekla is really fucking good on that fucking, Thekla is amazing in that fucking ring. She has great presence. The mic work is there. I think maybe what they're giving her is maybe too short, so she can't really flesh everything out. Like, her promos are great. Her promos are amazing. Like, when she's backstage, but like some of that like in-person actual like face-to-face mic stuff, it's like we're obviously on a timer, and it's like I think they want you to hit certain cues, and it doesn't really fit it's a whole thing maybe. But really calm shit from this segment. Chris Statlander on the mic, not terrible, not the best. Hey, it's not terrible, it's not the best. Okay, so that's that. All right, I'm excited to see Chris Stat Daddy in that fucking ring, because we all know if there's anything that lady can do, she can wrestle her goddamn ass off. I'm literally still thinking about her performance with Jamie Hayter at World's End. Man, it's something about just acknowledging just the primal fury that lays dormant in all humans. You know, it's just like, in Chris Statlander, she embodies that so perfectly. But even though she has like this like alien kind of aspect, listen, I'm not gonna lie, if she starts roaring in that ring, all right, and Thekla starts roaring back, ooh, goosebumps. I just got goosebumps. All right, next match on the card. All right, we are going to be talking about, all right, Bowens, all right, the pride of pro wrestling. Okay, with Jet Speed, they're going up against the Demand. Now, it is a hypothetical that the Demand and the Jet Speeds have been feuding for a good 3 or so weeks now. If any of you remember, the Demand also had a pretty okay feud with the Hurt Syndicate, you know, many moons ago. With this, I find myself in a little bit of a conundrum. The Demand, are comprised of amazing wrestlers, right? Bishop Khan, Tao Leona, and Ricochet, 3 phenomenal acts on their own. When they get into that ring, you know, it's a combination of great wrestling, great raps. You know who's upset about that? Nobody. But I had to ask myself at least like twice throughout this entire match, why the fuck is Ricochet honest question, why is Ricochet grabbing a tag rope as the national champion? Just why? And I think in my mind, Ricochet, right now, I feel like there's so many other promotions that like this hypothetical title could be wrestled at. Like why isn't Ricochet at like a New Japan Pro taping right now? You know, like why is he wrestling Jet Speed for like a night? I don't know. But now, time out, right? Because I like to, you know, I like to be critical of myself here. In between that, we get, you know, Anthony Bowens and Ricochet grabs. Wasn't mad at that. Honestly, you know, no surprise here. Anthony Bowens, he eats the pin to end this match, and you know, the Demand goes over. But the end of this match has Anthony Bowens launching Ricochet into the fucking into the stratosphere, and like they literally, like I shit you not, they end this like segment, they end this portion of the night with Ricochet just looking off into space, dazed. I really do believe that Anthony Bowens, he may try to make some little claim to get to Ricochet. Maybe the Demand trying to fuck him over. Max Caster comes out, he helps him out. Best wrestler alive. Who knows? They also have taken Max Caster off TV, which is like, yeah, he was hot. White hot. He was white hot, but hey, whatever. It is what it is, right? Didn't hate this segment at all. I also really liked the idea of, you know, Kevin Knight and Ricochet wrestling. It was cool. It was cool shit, all right? This nigga Nigel was actually fucking hilarious, though. On the comms, he said, he's so fucking stewy. He got, Speedball Mike Bailey, he got, like, kind of just, like, knocked upside his head, right? And Nigel said, oh, it's no more jet speed. It's more like set speed at a slow 20 miles per hour. He's a fucking idiot, bro. I love Nigel so much, bro. Yeah, but cool match all around. Obviously, Jet Speed, you know, with the injury from the past week, they end up going under with, you know, the help of Anthony Bowens eating the pin. But again, I really do believe that this can lead to Anthony Bowens versus Ricochet. Fingers crossed. But all in all, really fun main event. As I said, this is how we end the show. So I was pleased. 4 good, four great fucking matches, honestly. I really didn't have a problem with the Edge Zero and Mark Briscoe match, aside from the tempo. But I mean, like, coming out of this collision, I was shaking my head. I was like, honestly, I was pretty pleased. I was pretty satisfied. Now, we are going to be getting into the Federation, January 12th. Now, I'm gonna be honest with all of you. I'm gonna be blunt, right? What the fuck are you guys expecting from these shows anymore? Honestly, let's be frank. Let's be clear here, right? What the fuck are any of you expecting from these shows anymore? You know what I'm expecting from these shows? Doo-doo. All right? Now, with all that said, I can be a humble man. I can be as humble and as, you know, as down to earth as down to earth as I can be. I do not hate a confused, rageful Jacob Fatu. All right? I do not hate a Drew McIntyre title run. What I fucking despise are dirty finishes. All right, if Jacob Fatu runs in there, he gets the shit kicked out of him, he gets ejected, and then somebody hits a finisher for a 1, 2, 3. Is it a perfectly polished fucking turd? No. But is it a turd that doesn't need to get fucking 13 injections of enema to get squeezed out? Yes. Yes, like that is a more reasonable transition than what the fuck we got with this fucking half-assed. I don't even know anymore, bro. Because while Jacob was actively kicking the shit out of Cody, right? Drew just falls out of the ring. And then, honestly, like, there are people who have been pointing this out, right? Shout out to the Amplified unit. But why the fuck is Drew just winning this shit on a random SmackDown? And he's easily one of your most top utilized stars. Drew McIntyre, for all of 2024 with CM Punk, and later on, I think Sheamus, right? Or something like that, for at least a little bit up until WrestleMania season after that Punk feud. And everything that Drew McIntyre has been doing with Cody Rhodes in 2025, going into 2026, damn near. I mean, am I crazy to say that? Why the fuck is Drew not getting the actual rub that he should be deserving? Like, why isn't he getting a pay-per-view dub? Like, why doesn't this match get ruled no contest, having Drew forcibly go over clean on Cody? Maybe Cody has to take some path of redemption. Maybe that starts a semi-heel run. Maybe he starts smoking cigars and smacking niggas in the face, telling them, I'm gonna cut time for your match, you keep talking to me funny. I don't know, something interesting. Because the idea that Jacob Fatu, he acts as his independent agent, right? I don't hate that, but why the fuck is the match muddied? The match is muddied by that, and it isn't even like a pin that finishes it. It's just an off-camera. Drew, he tumbled out the ring. Nobody's seen it. No, for all we knew, this nigga Drew fucking used For all we know, this nigga Drew fucking teleported from the ring to the fucking ground. We did not see Drew hit the ground. The fucking camera was totally focused on Jacob Fatu the entire time. Listen, I'm not going to spend too much time on this, but this Drew fucking title run, I don't know where it's going to run. I don't know where it's going to go. All right, wholeheartedly, just like this fucking Rhea and Io shit, I don't know where it's going to go because it doesn't make sense. Why isn't Io Sky in the fucking Intercontinental Women's Championship division? Somebody break that shit down to me like I'm 5. Why is a former world champion in Io Sky holding a fucking tag rope with Rhea and they're doing this whole like, I don't know. Listen, even at least in AEW, they'll try to like awkwardly shy away from Toni Storm's like blatant like sexual innuendos between her and Mina Shirakawa. Rhea and Io don't even do that. It's just like, oh man, they're such good friends, and then they'll just start like caressing each other's face for like a whole minute straight, and I'm like, okay, there's obviously something here, but they're not alluding to it, so it's like, I don't know, and I don't want to say I don't care just because these are women, because Rhea Ripley is a good fucking wrestler. Rhea Ripley with the fucking Women's United States Championship just to kind of waltz around and market the fucking brand, sure. Why not? Because what the fuck else is Rhea doing? What is this fucking kabuki? Bro, listen, we have been in this fucking, like, it's been like a time fucking, it's like it's been a time vortex. Every single time we look up, it's Rhea and Io tag belts versus who? Who's that Pokemon? Liv Morgan. Who's that Pokemon? Asuka. I mean, fuck, are any of you tired? Honestly, I am genuinely tired of seeing Judgment Day getting fucking rammed down our fucking throats, all right? Because wholeheartedly, hey, between me, you, and the upload bar, that Finn Balor and CM Punk segment, was it beautiful? Was it perfect? Fuck no. Will the match be good? Yes. Because that's fucking Finn Balor. Finn Balor could make a fucking, he could make a rag doll look like Kenny Omega. All right, this match is going to be great. Will Finn go over? Probably not. Because that would be the good choice. That would be the interesting and creatively intelligent choice. The Fed can't do that. They simply can't do that. Listen, I would like for Finn to go over. Wholeheartedly. It isn't going to happen. It's just not. Is what it is, I guess. Is what it is. Yeah, so that's how I feel about, the Judgment Day. They're taking over the fucking tag division. Why? Who knows? Who cares? Raquel Rodriguez, she keeps bumping, I guess, like Stephanie Vaquer and kayfabe, she keeps taking bumps on her leg. Maybe this is gonna lead to like a roll up, right? Maybe this is gonna lead to a fruit roll up after a couple of leg shots for Raquel Rodriguez to get a dirty win, right? But even in that, Raquel Rodriguez is so powerful, and she is her presence is so fucking commanding. She should be going over clean. She should be hitting finishers and knocking niggas' teeth out their fucking mouth, just like Trick. There's no reason Trick is doing fruit roll ups. I'm sorry. Oh, it's for the heel dynamic. Trick Williams should be hitting trick shots back to back to back to back to back until the refs and the security have to fucking put him in a triangle chokehold. That's what we need from Trick Williams. Trick Willie. All right. Oh, whatever. All right. Well, that's my little take on that. Rest of the night is just nonsense. Rest of the night is just fucking nonsense. We get a heel versus heel match in who the fuck is it? It's I believe it's the Kabuki Warriors versus Lash and Nia Jax. I believe it was something like that. I'll double check that. But it was a heel versus heel match. Honestly, not worth anybody's fucking time. It really wasn't worth anybody's fucking time. The main event of this match, honestly, was the kind of the climax of everything. It was AJ versus Gunther. All right. Now, the only weird part about this AJ versus Gunther match in the night is football, right? So let me dumb it down a little bit. If for any rhyme or reason, right, somebody cheats, right? I feel like the ring keeper, the bell ringer, the idea that the referee was just so fucking easily stooged by this shit, it honestly, it just made me want to turn off the fucking show. Like, and somebody said that, like, oh, now they're gonna try to get the heat off of that Jey Uso tap and put it on, the AJ tap. Like, yeah, you did tap out. And it's like, no, they're referencing when he tapped out to Jey Uso on the biggest stage of them all, and then Jey Uso started one of the most lackluster title runs in this company's history. That's what we're referencing. We're not referencing AJ Styles, because if you want to be technical, that is a Gunther tap. That is a Gunther tap out. That is Gunther tapping out. That's not psyching out the ref. A good ref would have been checking both hands. Oh my gosh. Again, I'm talking about the shit like the NCAA football. Listen, it wasn't good. It wasn't good. It wasn't good at all. And honestly, I mean, if any of you had a good time with this SmackDown, if any of you had a good time with this Raw, with the Judgment Day, a heel faction going up against the Kabuki Warriors, a heel faction. If you had any good time, with the Judgment Day going after the tag belts and the part of the Judgment Day also going after the world title, if you're having a good time with Javon Evans just going out there and just kind of just wasting time with one of the Americanos, that's great. That's awesome. I'm not intrigued and I'm not interested, and I expected nothing less from this fucking promotion. But tis what it is. Tis what it is, right? All right. That was Saturday night's Collision, January 10th, and Monday night's SmackDown, January 12th. All right. Now, I normally say I have some other stuff coming out, but honestly, I mean, aside from this like Dynamite video, there's not really a lot coming out this week. All right. So, hope all of you have a good one. Hope all of you stay tuned. All right. Stay safe and stay beautiful. All right. Peace.